loved ones. Um, I'm taking a break from making baskets tonight because the mail is not delivering a few things that was supposed to come. So me and my girl got to change up a couple things because our stuff is not coming till Monday. I still got so much to do. However, in the midst of making baskets, I have a catering order for my sister-in-law, and that's due tomorrow, I think by noon. And so I have to get up very early and make it happen for her. Um, but I did, she wanted all the custom stuff. So I do gourmet apples and popcorn. And she wanted my banana pudding popcorn and my caramel popcorn. And so I went to Hobby Lobby, and so her grandbaby is, it's my brother's wife, my sister-in-law. Her grandbaby is turning 1 year old, and I think it's like a princess, kind of like rainbow theme. So I happened to go to Hobby Lobby and I seen these bags, and they are so adorable, y'all. It comes in each one are a different color: pink, purple, and teal. Well, there's three colors, I should say, at the tip of the bag, and then these rainbow bags. And I just thought these were so adorable, and it's perfect size for the popcorn that is going inside of the bags. So I have to fill 40 of these up. 20 with banana pudding popcorn. Yes, I said banana pudding popcorn, y'all. And then 20 of them with caramel popcorn. So I have to get up very early in the morning so I can finish my sister-in-law's order. Now, I use these clear bags, apple boxes. They're black. And I get them from Clear Bags. Um, and they're very nice bags. I don't know why I keep saying bags. They're very nice boxes. And they're very easy to put together. And so I normally have a lot of them pre-made, but I've been so busy, y'all. I think my box of pre-made boxes, I probably only have 3 or 4 of them in there, but they have the see-through little box, see-through little thing in here, so that clear window, so that you know what kind of apple is in there. Plus I put a label on the back, but you'll know what kind of apple's in there. So I have to, these are the stuff that I can pre-do, make my life a little easy, but I've been so busy, I'm going to have to make a few of these because she wants 40 of them. And then I have an event on Sunday, and I'm making another 40 apples for Sunday. So the baskets and the catering orders, I am swamped, y'all. Now, she also wanted my lemonade caramel apples. And I buy this topping from Yum Crumbs, and it's already made up, and oh, it's really good. So this is the strawberry lemonade topping, and so my girl wanted 40 apples, and so she wants 20 of them with this topping right here. And you can't just buy it in the store. You have to order it directly from Yum. I don't know if you can order it from Amazon. I've never ordered it from Amazon. I just go directly to the source. And buy the big bags and a couple little bags. And so I have to get these orders out. So I'll be up doing that tomorrow for her. But I can like do some stuff tonight, which is box up the boxes and some other stuff that I can do. I'm waiting for me some more plastic bags to wrap up my gifts, the ones that I do have. I think I'm gonna have to end up going to the Dollar Tree and picking up a few more balloons because my delivery for Timu, or me and my vendor twin delivery, has not arrived. So my concepts that I have sitting right here by my foot area, I can't complete because we're missing a few items. And I told my girlfriend, I said, hey, we can't get upset with the delivery people because we're not the only ones making baskets. And we waited very late to order our stuff. So we can't be mad at nobody but ourselves when we're waiting for our stuff to come. But the cool part about it is we're doing a Mother's Day event on Sunday. It's actually a Mother's Day event. So we have to kind of like try to figure out some of the stuff that we already have made and just work it out and just change up a few things because the event on Sunday is a Mother's Day event. So we definitely want to be able to take at least, you know, I don't know, enough baskets to sell. It's a 4 hour event at a hotel, I believe from 11 to 3. Um, I most likely will go live from that event on Sunday, to be honest, from 11 to, I won't go the whole time, but I'll definitely go a part of the time on Sunday so that you can see us at the event, the Mother's Day event on Sunday. So me and my vendor twin will be there together. Um, so yeah, it's crunch time for everybody, but it's really crunch time when you're waiting for your items to come in the mail, like we are. Um, we did order our perfume, and I think that's what we tracked, and I don't think that's coming till Monday. That's very special because I wanted to have a few of those, but hey, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. We gonna make it through, y'all. We gonna make it through. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Um, you should never ask someone how old they are. That's not very good, love. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. But thank you very much. I appreciate it, my loved one. But anyways, yes, you guys keep pushing me out here in these streets, and I think I'm like 175 away from them watch time hours. And thank you for watching and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And see what else is going on. So, like I said, I could make a couple more baskets. I got stuff in my garage, but me and my girl got to do a trip to Hobby Lobby because we done ran out of bags. Not bags, baskets. Um, all the baskets that I wanted to use, I really don't want to use those ones. So the stores are special. Um, so I said we could check out Hobby Lobby. You can use all kind of things to make baskets. You can just put stuff directly in buckets, baskets, just regular bags. Like I use these baskets. You could just use all kind of stuff. It don't necessarily have to be a basket, yeah, we have to put our creative minds together because stuff is selling out. You can use an old box and wrap it up. Yeah. You can use a plate. You can use a serving tray. Um, yes. What's up, girly? What's up? What's up, my loved ones? Today is my mama's birthday. It's Friday. I'm feeling all right. Um, yeah, mixed emotions. Mixed emotions. What time is it? I don't know what time it is. What time is it? Oh, 9:47. So, yes, happy Friday. I wish you guys had a beautiful day and no stress day. Um, yeah, no stress, no stress. Thank y'all for watching my videos, though I know that much. Mm-hmm. Who starts selling a basket yet? If you're a basket maker, have you started selling your basket yet? Because we're going to be selling and making at the same time, it looks like over here. But it's okay. We did that on Easter or the day before Easter, and that was a hit. But I really don't want to have to do too much of that, but it really was a hit. People was loving it. Um, yeah, but I really don't want to have to do too much of that. However, I live at a four-way stop sign, and what happens is they're wondering what we're doing. First of all, I break out my tent and put it in front of my house. Hey, and have a basket sale in front of my house. Every Friday night, there's this older couple. For the last 4.5 years since I moved here, on Friday night, I can guarantee you, I can look out my window right now, and there's going to be this pink sign in black words that says yard sale. And it's going to be an arrow, and it's going to point down that street. So every Saturday for the last 4 years, I don't even know what house it is. I just know on Friday night he puts his sign up, and on Sunday morning he comes and takes it down faithfully. So I'm gonna get me a sign. Shell Bell's Baskets. Just step back 2 feet and look to the right, look to the left. No, just playing. But the moral of the story is he is selling his. First of all, I don't know what he could be selling for the last 4 years every weekend. I'm very puzzled. Oh, I don't want to be getting copyright. I don't know. People just comes up and down this street and just blasts their music. Lord Jesus. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Um, I, I sets up my basket right in the comfort of my front porch, y'all. I sure do. And it is a beautiful hit. I break out my tent. I make sure my tent is not on the sidewalk. So I don't want the city to say nothing. The community know now because they love to just scream from their car. Well, some people are hard-headed though. Reading and listening is definitely um, important to do because they will scream from their car asking how much the baskets are, and I'll tell them, can you please pull over um, because I live by a fire department and I can't be having people block the intersection of the streets. But there's always a few that doesn't want to listen. And I'll tell them, oh, just pull over. And they'll be like, well, how much are they? And they'll still want me to answer their question. I can't do it. I need you to pull over. I can't afford to block that intersection at any cost. The stop sign does a good job already. And I needed to do that. I need the stop sign to do its job. Once again, even though reading is fundamental, and some people don't quite get that that's a stop sign there. How do I know? Man, I can tell you some stories, but I'm going to tell you this one right here. I didn't even make my first house payment yet. I bought my house in May. Actually, my anniversary. What's today? Oh, yeah, my anniversary to getting my keys in about 2 weeks. So I got my keys on May 7th. And I say around, yeah, because it was before 4th of July. So I say around June 15th or so, I was at work. I normally work at home. Oh, really? We're going to talk. We're going to talk. Girl, we're going to talk. I work from home. God is so good. I work from home, but I have a hybrid schedule that I go in the office once a month on Wednesdays. But at the time of the accident, I think I might have been going in. Now I go in once a month. But at the time of the accident, I probably was going in once a week. But it still was on Wednesday. It might have been once every 2 weeks. I can't remember because it happened 4 years ago. But I'm about to just tell you what happened. More of the story is, I was at work. And across the street, my god baby grandpa lived right directly across the street from me. Thank God I knew someone that lived right across the street. So the moral of the story is I was at work and my cameras, though, told it off. I paid for my cameras to do a beautiful job. So I was at work and this young lady, I don't know if she was talking on her phone, but even if she was talking on her phone, she's coming from that direction, and she's coming from that direction, coming this way. And then there's a car coming from this direction. Well, I live at an intersection. So the lady coming from that way does not see that there's a stop sign. And I don't understand why she doesn't see. She gonna just keep rolling through the intersection. But that's exactly what she did. She ran right through that intersection. And she did not stop. And then another car came from this way. Bam! They collided. Well, the lady who ran the stop sign ran all up on my porch. She tore the foundation of my stairs off my porch. The stairs were cricket. The mailman couldn't come up the stairs. It was all bad. Thank God I had two doors, a front door and a back door, because if that was my only source of getting in the house, um, that would have been extra special. So, me and my husband fought at City Hall for them to make this a four-way stop sign right here. After 4 years of maybe about 30 car accidents, I'm going to be nice and say about 30. Because about 20 of them car accidents, people came knocking on my door, asking me for my footage, my camera footage. So, after many days of going to City Hall on Thursdays or Tuesdays, nights, whenever nights we would go around the corner, they finally answered the prayer of putting a four-way stop sign. And probably after all the reports of all the accidents, the fire department, they didn't have far to go. They didn't even have to get out. They didn't even have to bring their fire department, their fire truck. They could just walk across the street. We done had some freaky car accidents. Like, I mean, oh my God. I can probably make a video and snip all the accidents together, and it will probably go viral. Just ridiculous. Um, it's been crazy. We didn't have. I guess the guy thought the police was chasing him, but the police wasn't. He was just happened to be behind him, and so instead of him turning right and staying in the right lane, he turned a wide right, but ended up going towards the left, where my husband's car was parked, and bam, tow up his car. My husband's car was just minding his own little business. Another car ran the stop sign, and the car flew up in the air, and this lady jumped out the window like she was Superwoman. I couldn't believe it. And then you can hear her just screaming at the top of her lungs. I was like, did she just fly out that window like that? I had to go back and rewind that tape. Yeah, she flew out that window like Superwoman. Yeah. It's actually the Memorial Day weekend coming up shortly. And I was at a vendor event, a 3-day vendor event. And that Sunday, was this last Memorial Day weekend? Yeah, I think it was. No, we in 26, so it must have been 24. 25 went by so fast, Lord Jesus. So it must have been in 24. Yeah, because last year, it wasn't last year, it was the anniversary of it last year. So in 24, I was at a 3-day vendor event, and so I came home to drop off the rest of the stuff that I didn't sell, and I went to the store. And while I was gone to the store, my husband called and said, babe, you're going to have to come around the back way because the streets is all blocked off. I said, well, what happened? Jesus. My girlfriend Jill was sitting on my porch. This is her favorite spot of my porch, is right here in this corner. She just sits out there and have her drink and just plays with her phone, and she could be out there for hours. So she was on the porch. I was gone to the store, and my husband was in the room. Probably watching the playoffs or something. Next thing, I didn't see it. I seen it from the camera, so I wasn't here when it happened. But I can tell you what happened because I rewind my camera and seen the whole thing. So what had happened was, that's why I don't like them little tiny bitty motorcycles, them little mopeds. So it was this guy driving one of them tiny little motorcycles, and he was at the same stop sign that the lady ran and hit my house. He was at the same stop sign right here. Now he did a Hollywood roll. If he would have just stayed at the stop sign and did a complete stop, I think that could have saved some issues. But he didn't do a complete stop. He got to the stop sign and did a Hollywood roll, and he turned left and he went down this way. Then I guess somebody at the next corner must have hit him, and he flew off the bike and landed in the street. Now somebody coming up the street in an SUV must not have seen him in the street. So he's wearing one of these helmets. The best way for me to describe the helmet is a mohawk helmet. So I guess the helmet has spikes in the middle, like down Mr. T. You know how Mr. T had a mohawk, and it was just that little bit of hair in the middle. So I guess he had one of those type of helmets on. So I get my camera didn't capture him down there. So, but I guess he must have been laying in the street from what we gathered. So the SUV's coming from this way. We didn't see him in the street, and I guess the helmet that the person was wearing, the SUV rolled over him, and whatever's underneath the SUV caught the helmet. So the SUV is driving with this man underneath his car. Then he gets to my corner and he flips left really fast. And so then the body drops from underneath the SUV and lands right here at the stop sign of my house. So my friend Jill, she sees him. She didn't see him get picked up from the SUV, but she seen the Hollywood roll, because I guess the revving of the engine, I don't know, but she seen him at the stop sign, and then she seen when the SUV turned, and when he turned so fast, it dropped the body right there. And all I can hear her on the camera after I reviewed her is she was like, oh my God, brother. So she calls my husband brother. So she's calling for my husband to come out, and then that's what happened. So I'm manifesting a bigger house. I truly am. But I have seen a whole lot of stuff on this corner. And so when I tell people I don't want them to block the street, because this is a lot has happened on this corner. that I have witnessed my own personal self and others, and my camera have witnessed. Um, Even that first time that we bought, when I said my house got wrecked, me and my husband went to Vegas because we got married on 4th of July. So we went to Vegas. My porch was all messed up, but I was like, hey, I still wanted to go to Vegas. Hey, hey, hey. So we went to Vegas, and then when we came back, I looked in the front of my porch. I was like, this looked like a license, not a license plate, but the back of the light, like when somebody got in an accident, the frame of their light. I said, this looked like somebody's car frame. Like, I, I don't know why somebody's car frame would be in my yard. Oh my God, my neighbor said, yeah, there was an accident. There was actually two accidents. I said, when? He said, back to back over the weekend. I couldn't believe it. So we had to pull our cameras, and sure enough, a motorcycle ran the stop sign. He flew in the air, and there was another accident. I was like, wow. So when I say we did a lot of protesting to get that four-way stop sign, we did a lot of protesting because, you know, you can get, what's that, trauma from, and that's not the word I'm looking for, but yeah, I get a little gibbery when I see an accident. You know what I mean? Because I've seen way too many over here. Even my own personal accident that I got 4 days after Valentine's Day. When I get on that freeway and I get to that little spot where I got in my accident at, I told my husband, he had wanted me to change the station. I was like, hey, 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 let me get past this little spot right here. He was like, you have an anxiety? I'm like, I really do. I got anxiety after that accident driving in that little spot. I told my vendor friend that too when we were following each other on Easter Eve night. I called her. I said, hey, 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 I can't go fast right here. I got to slow down because I get anxiety at that point. That was kind of trauma for me to get in the accident, and I'm facing the wrong way on the freeway. And so I'm still going to therapy for that. And so I get a little, uh, I guess, anxious. Um, I don't know, but hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for watching my videos. So anyways, yeah, this corner can be special. And I don't want me trying to help the community cause more problems. And so I ask people to pull over. And most people do, but there's a few that wants to be extra stubborn. And I feel my safety and my community safety I value very much. And so they can't pull over, well, they don't need my services. So on that note, y'all, I got so much to do. Um, I will resume most likely with some type of basket sort of something, but I gotta fulfill my girl catering order that she put or she placed her order um, well in February. So I want to make sure I'm not running around like a back out of heck tomorrow trying to fulfill her needs. So God bless y'all from the bottom of my heart from watching my videos. And I love y'all dearly. And I'm going to check y'all out tomorrow, all right? And y'all have a blessed night. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Because I can talk forever, but I realize I've already been talking a long time. That's my time. God bless you. And I'll see y'all later, okay? Peace out on a Friday. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my mama's birthday. I got 2 more hours. God bless y'all. Peace out.